Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to the next episode of my Traveller's Notebook with Freckled Fawn series. So this one is going to be a one-page layout. I need to finish off that gap that I left in the album. Now I wanted to, that's my Alexa deciding to go off. I wanted to do something quite light on this side of the page because of that vellum photo on the left. I didn't want anything to distract the from behind the photo when that one that layer is to the right, if that makes sense. So when it's open in the book, I wanted something quite light, white and light behind it, so you couldn't really see through the vellum. So I've chosen that pre-cut pattern paper from the Freckled Fawn shop, and next I'm just using this white frame, which we had a girly scrappy weekend away, the weekend just gone, and we did our own little swap box of items that we all felt like we weren't going to use and we were going to de-stash, and there was this little white frame in there and I thought I'll use that. So I grabbed it out of the swap box and I'm going to use it on this layout. So I'm going to create a pocket to put some hidden journaling in, and so my pattern paper has gone into the pocket and the photograph is I just sort of flew its way on screen then. The photograph is going to stay outside of the pocket. So I've just got some thin double-sided tape, and I'm just going to tape down 3 sides, so the left, the right and the bottom. And then that is going to create my pocket. Now I've used double-sided tape rather than the ATG tape because this stuff will stick a lot better to the plastic pocket than, I don't trust the ATG tape. It's okay for sticking paper to paper, but because I'm wanting to stick this to the plastic pocket, I wanted something a bit stronger, which is why I'm using double-sided tape. I probably should have used red line tape, but I am out of that at the moment, so I've made do with this. If it does fall off for any reason, then I'll just tape it back down with some red line tape. And that is being stuck to the outside of the pocket. Again, as I said, I like to add things in so you can touch and feel the different textures rather than just having everything in the plastic page protectors, which you can certainly do, but I like a variation. So that tag there is just from my stash, and I'm just having a look through the washi strips that I've got left over, and one of these is going to become the actual effectively what the twine would do. So rather than having twine, I'm going to have a little bit of washi as a pull tab, and I spent so long just faffing around with this, and I don't know what's wrong with me the day that I filmed this. Just messing around trying to get it all lined up. And there we go, just pulling it back off again. If you haven't done this before with a tag, it's a nice alternative to not have to use twine. So I wanted something to be able to grip hold of to pull the label, to pull the tag out of the pocket. And so yeah, I just got some washi, and I'm just going to reinforce it by adding in a couple of staples from my tiny attacher. And I'm filming this basically after we've got back from our retreat, so all of my tools and bits and bobs are in different bags, so I'm having to sift through and find out the bits that I need as I'm coming to use them. And next on to the embellishing. So my title originally started off as Look, and I popped that onto the top of the tag, and I like the way that looks. Not tab, tag. I don't know what's wrong with me today. And then I was going to have Look It's Snow. I do have the word look, the words Look It's Snow, but I was going to use those black alphas. But you can see there, I am a little bit dry. I'm a little bit dry with the alphas that are left. I've only got one S and I need 2. So I'm going to crack into these white with silver. I've been hoarding these, so it's about time I use them. So I'm going to have the words "It's Snow." I will say at the end of this video, I cut the filming off a little bit earlier than I should have done, because I do add a label with the date on as well. And this photograph was taken only last week when the snow hit. So this is a very fresh and recent photograph. This is of my yellow lab called Bella. She's sweet when she wants to be. But this wasn't just about the fact that this layout wasn't just about the fact that it had snowed. I wanted to talk about the fact that she didn't seem her normal self in the snow this year. So she used to, when it snowed previously, she would sort of run around and scoop up the snow in her mouth and just eat it. And I didn't see her doing that this year. So I don't know whether she's just maturing now and it's not something she finds fun to do anymore, but I wanted to document about it. So this is the layout that I am creating for that. And then I messed around with this arrow. I wanted a pop of black down the bottom, and I try and put this arrow in about 50 different places, and I just can't get it to work for me. So it's going back on the sheet for another project, and then I'm just bringing in this exclamation mark instead, just to bring that pop of black down the bottom. And there is another pop of black which, as I said, I added in a label sticker to pop the date on as well. So next up, just bringing in some enamel dots. I initially put that one on, or that smaller one, on the outside of the pocket, and then I realised that to protect the enamel dots, I am going to actually stick those onto the pattern paper behind. So I'm just lining up roughly where I want them, and then just sticking them down into position. And I decide to add in some of these little coral hearts, because these enamel dots match the pattern paper as well. So I think I use up all of the coral hearts on this layout actually. I think I've just got the actual circle ones left and a couple of star ones, I think. So I'm just creating a couple of clusters of these enamel dots, and just making sure that these are sort of surrounding my tag. So yeah, and then onto the tag. So I figure out where the tag is hidden. So I don't want any journaling to be peeking over the top of the frame. So I have a look where I can get away with and just take it down a little bit just to be sure. And then I'm using a 0.5 black fine line pen to add my journaling in here. As I said, it's just the story about the fact that Bella didn't seem her normal self in the snow this year, and she's obviously getting a little bit grumpy with it all. I certainly, for one, hate snow. I know hate is a strong word, but I actually hate snow. So I said she takes after her mama. And I'm not sure I do anything else on this. As I said, the label comes later on, and that label then just goes into the pocket. And this layout's pretty simple, pretty quick, pretty easy, but that's the whole point about these traveller's notebooks, that you can pull a layout together in 10-15 minutes. So if you're time poor, these projects are absolutely perfect. So I do want to thank you all for all your comments and your likes on this series. I certainly am enjoying it. I can't wait to literally fill this whole traveller's notebook. I love flicking through it and looking at the layouts in there so far. So it does bring me a lot of joy. So as always, if the video has brought you inspiration, then please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, then please think about subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of my Scrappy Nerd family, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.